Hello, good evening. My name is Lamont Graves, and I'm here to talk with you about a project that I want to do in our community. I'm in a Christian Community Development Association program. So what I wanted to present to you is first me. My name is Lamont Graves, and I want to try to get resources on trying to build a homeless shelter for homeless people. And I'm asking that you would just sit attentively and just hear what I have to present to you. But first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Philadelphia. I grew up to two lovely parents. My father, a pastor, my mom, wonderful lady, first lady of the church. And I decided to go another way. And that was not very good for me at the end. So while, my dad was in church preaching and doing things of that sort, I was out just drugging, selling drugs, and just living the life of a sinner the whole time, where I fell on hard times. I always had good jobs. I went to school, but I fell on hard times. Thank God I was not homeless, but I was at the urge of being homeless. And for that, I was surrounding myself around people who was homeless. So I got to see the ins and the outs, the hurts and the pains. But I revived myself. I'm saved, a born-again believer. God came into my life and changed my life. And what I want to do is I want to help people who I see, people who I was just like. I want to help people, and I'm coming to you with an idea that maybe can help empower the community. So what I want to do is tell you a little bit more about myself. Like I said, I'm in church now. I'm praising God. I'm worshiping God. I thank God for what He has done. Like I said, I grew up. I was one of the ones who didn't want to even be seen in the suit. So now I'm proud to wear a suit and go to church. That's what saved my life. If it had not been for the Lord God on my side, I don't know where I would have been. So I'm thanking God every day for that. My mother and father, they prayed for me when I could not pray for myself. When I wasn't able to pray for myself, they interceded and prayed for me. And if it wasn't for them, like I previously said, I don't know where I would have been. So I thank God for that. And during the midst of my time in troubles and sorrows, I went into a shelter when I went into a shelter, I encountered some people who was just hurting and didn't have hope, didn't have a clue, didn't know which way they were going, where they were going. And I thank God that in the beginning stages of them being in the shelter, they were just totally lost. Didn't know what they were doing. And I myself didn't know where I was going to go, what God had next for me. So with the help of people donating things and just being able to eat and having clothes on my back, being able to put clothes on my back, a roof over my head, I was starting to gain a sense of hope and responsibility. Working in the learning lab, getting my education back together, getting my brain back circulating. If it wasn't for shelters out there, a lot of people would be lost. So what I've seen in my travels and in my neighborhood is people who have nowhere to go. People who's living out in parks and just bringing all their belongings. This is what people own. This is them. Right here I see a sign of no hope, just giving up. And what I'm asking you is to help me build a better life for these people. Let's do our duty as civilians and just help these people get better life, get better housing, and deal with life a little bit better than what we know they can. So if we all pull together, pitch in and help, nobody wants to be living like this. This is somebody's mother, somebody's brother, somebody's father. And what we need to do is just get them on up out the streets and provide for them a workplace, a place where that they can come out the rain, come out the cold. A lot of people have medical conditions. They don't need to be laying on ground, sidewalks, in streets, anything like that. So we need to come together and help these families. Not only are they out there by themselves, but sometimes they're out there with families and kids. They don't have anywhere to go. They bring their kids with them because they don't want to separate their kids. So they're making makeshifts home anywhere they can, sleeping in tents. So what you see in here is just families just lined up, homeless. You even see a dog out there, nowhere to go. Or at least that's what they think until we help them. So we can get together and just help people. We can clear all this up. That's land. That's the land that God made. And he made the land so that we can build on it. I don't think he wants to see. He left this up to us. I don't think he wants to, see this happening and we just walking by, not doing anything for people. So what I want to present to you is a vision that I have that can help people, that will empower people, that will bring them out of the cold, the heat, the rain. This is what I intend on the same land that they're sleeping and laying on, that we build on. And what we build on is hope. Give them a sense of pride back into their lives. What we want to do is get them somewhere where though that they can come back together as families, where families can come and visit, meet up with them, and see that they are wanting change and there is hope for a change. That's what we want. That's what we can do. And with your help, we can do this. And this is where I'm aiming at, to go there. Once we get things situated and built and going, we'll have fresh showers for them. We'll have fresh beddings for them. We'll have kitchens for them. This place will provide all that they need to get back as a citizen of the United States. So I'm asking you, as far as my help, my resources, just to come in and just help. If you can't help, you might know somebody that can help. We all need to get together and just help out people who are in need. I want to implement programs inside this building here that I'm going to build. I want to have a learning lab, have a learning center. I want to have some cooking classes. I want to have some GED classes. I want to have something that's going to empower people so when they do go back out into the community, they're not just going out there with nothing. They haven't learned anything, so that they won't have to return because they'll be able to take something back out with them and get a job. So training, I would like to have job training implemented in here. Something that, everyone needs. Everyone needs job training. Everyone needs to be work ready. And with your help, we can do that. We can put walls up right here on this building here. So when they do go to work, when they do come home, they have a nice place to relax. They won't have to be sleeping out where I showed you before, sleeping out in places like this, or living like this. They'll be able to come home to a nice place like that. And that's all with your help, all with your resources, with everything that you can provide. You'll see mothers, you'll see families laying in these beds, something that they probably haven't slept in years, is beds. You'll see men sleeping in beds, something that they haven't slept in years. You'll be surprised the number of people who has been homeless for a number of years. And we walk by them every day. We walk by them. I see people that's sleeping in cars. That's where they sleep at. That's their hotel. That's their motel. That's their house. In cars. And they get up and go to work right beside you. You never know when the next man is having a hard time. They're not going to just come out and just tell you. So that's why we need to get together and build places like this. This will help each individual. Just a simple bedding place will help. So that's what we want to aim to and gear ourselves to. What we want to also do is make them better people to fit out in society. We want to train them how to use computers, train them how to type. We want to show them visual things on the computer that they won't be able to see with just walking out into the world. We want them to be able to explore and see what's greater, the greater possibilities for them. So this is what we want to do. We want to build a learning lab, state-of-the-art learning lab with high-definition monitors. And we want to have projectors so that we all can be in sync with what we're doing or trying to do with one teacher teaching. So we want to bring them up to speed so the children will have something to do, help with their homework while their parents are getting trained on doing things. So I'm asking you to please give in and just help out with this. I need you. So my goals are to get families back together. That is my goal, to get families reunited back together. Christmas for kids, Easter for kids, to be under one roof, not out on the street, not wondering where they're going to go. I want to implement a drug program where parents are getting NA and AA meetings. All that inside one. They don't have to wonder how or where they're going to get to the meeting or who's going to take them to a meeting. Everything is implemented inside this one facility that I'm asking you to help me raise. Not only will they get schooling and clothing, but I also want them to eat good. A lot of kids go out with no breakfast. You'll be surprised on the kids that just don't eat anything or just stop by the store and get something sweet, a bag of potato chips. That's not how, it's supposed to be. Who can learn on a bag of potato chips? I don't think any kid can, or a pack of now laters or something. So what we need to do is just help families. That's our mission, to help families reunite, to build, to get back, and to give back. That's our goal. Because I was there, because I was one of them, I feel their pain. I know what they want. I know what they need. I know what can help them. I know what can better their lives. And that's just stability. A lot of them don't have stability, aren't stable in their thinking. They'll be able to get to see a doctor here and there once or twice, just to check up on and see how they're doing, their blood pressure, just regular routine checkups that are much needed. Just even something as simple as getting their fingernails clipped, their toenails clipped, ears checked out. We just need to bring life back to these people who have been out so long without nowhere to go, nowhere to live. Also, kids, I want to implement after-school programs for the kids, something that they can come home and look forward to, after all homework is done, after they get their homework done. I want to be able to bring them downstairs to a nice gym room where they can eat, play, stretch, exercise. All kids, like to run around, and nobody wants to be all cooped up and can't run around, especially if it's winter time. They can't stretch, do anything. So we need a facility with a gym in it. That way families can come down. Even if we want to meet with the families, we pull them down to the gym. We can meet with them. And that's how God is, going to bless us by us blessing them. So I'm asking dearly for your resources to help me build this community up. This community here is falling with drugs, crime, anything you can think of. This community is down, and poverty has sunk in tremendously. So that's what we want to do, is just help everyone. So this is where I'm at with it. If you help me, I guarantee you won't just be helping me, you'll be helping a lot of other people. So I don't want you to look at it as you're just helping me to build a facility. You're helping a lot of people to build this. And this is years and years down the line that you'll be helping people. You won't be helping them for a day. You won't be helping them for an hour or months. No, you'll be helping them for years and years down the line, because they will get the proper training, the adequate training that they need to go on and be productive in society. So what I want to do is, open up a kitchen at 6 o'clock. Everyone, coming in from work and These are for the outside people. Now, the people that's already in the program or whatever, they're good. I mean, there's no time limit, but to feed the community, I would like to feed the community. The community can come in at 6 o'clock, get a hot meal. If they're not staying in the shelter, but at least we know that they ate. They can bring their families, loved ones, sit down at the table and just eat. So I want to implement, a nice kitchen where kids can come in and eat and have food with their families. Just a sense of familyness. If they're not in the program or joining the program, and that's what I would like. So with that, I need your help in getting a state-of-the-art kitchen. You get us a state-of-the-art kitchen so that we can feed families. No one should be going out here hungry. No one. So with your help of helping me get a kitchen, we'll be able to feed hundreds of families a day. And I'm talking hundreds a day for breakfast, lunch, and for dinner. So we all need to pull together and let's make a difference. So I'll tell you what difference your money would make. Your money would lower crime. It would lower drugs. It would lower stress. It would lower poverty. It would lower people committing suicide. So you're not just giving to one cause. You're giving to a big cause that can change lives. That's what your money would do. Your money would help implement the good that's in people. So what we need to do is we need to look inside our community and take what we have, build them up, take the people from the community